Game 14 podcast presented by FanDuel Canada. Sorry about that. The volume there was a little high from me. How sweep it is. How sweep it is. The last time we talked to you from this couch, I believe was a sweep, right? Or no, the Brave series, they took the last two.
Nope. We did this last week.
Well,
who did we play last week?
Don't remember.
Rays.
It was after the Rays series we did this. But anyways, the vibes are high. We might turn that volume down on that thing. Sorry, guys. I'm excited. You guys turn the volume down. Is that good now? That's perfect now. Okay. Vibes are high. Avery, how are we feeling, man? I mean,
how can you feel anything but awesome? It's the best ever. Like how this team, it's the most confusing team in baseball. There's no one close. There can't be.
I wouldn't even say it's the most confusing team because honestly, when they go on little runs like this, you kind of expect a little bit of momentum to keep going. Like today, I talked about this in the office today. Like in that Mariners game, game 3, what did I tell you in the vlog? What did I say when we were going to the game? I was like, they're going to probably lose this.
Yeah.
Like they're going to probably lose this. And they just beat the ever-living fuck out of them. And then today, I'm in the office. I'm like, if I was a gambling man, I'd probably nuke the Padres, bet as much money as I can on the Padres. And the Toronto Blue Jays get an early lead, give it back up, and claw all the way back. I think this team is slowly starting to have a little bit of an identity the past couple of weeks of coming back from deficits when things go tough.
Do you ever want that to be your identity, though? Like, truly, do you want that to be
No, but in a baseball season, these are games that you can look back at and say, if the Jays are 1 or 2 games out of a playoff spot, it's like, if we lost this game today, or if we lost this game, or like, if we lost the game today, I'd be like, that's the one that, I'm not going to say that one 100% sticks, but it all adds up.
I will say being resilient is a good trait to have as a baseball team.
Yes. And the thing that we've been complaining about last year, I know we talk about it, like this offense had a weighted runs created plus that was above league average. We've all said that. But this offense now, we got to give our flowers to the bottom of the order, guys, because they're the reason they won this game today. Jonathan Clase, insane. Didn't bunt in extras. I have no idea how that bunt wasn't on. Addison Barger, ridiculous. Might be the starting third baseman now, by the way. The Sacramento stud. It's like this team is having an identity of the bottom of the order just being gritty as hell and getting on for guys on the top of the order isn't coming through. I mean, the Jays today, first and second, 1 out. And the top of the order has a chance to walk it off. Doesn't come through, doesn't matter because the bottom of the order does it in the next half inning. There's not many. I haven't felt this type of way about the Toronto Blue Jays since 2023 in terms of like happiness.
They're gonna win type thing
too. I don't want to turn the TV off when they're down.
True.
Like this is the first time I've ever felt it in a long time where it's like because even at the start of the year when they started out 12-9, they weren't really the comeback kids. Like. Now they are just first time above 500, by the way, in over a month, but whatever. They're actually winning baseball games from coming back and getting at bats from guys I didn't even think would make the fucking team. I mean, I talked about the Nathan Lucas. I didn't think he'd make the team. You said he should be the starting center fielder in spring training. It's just, I don't know, man. I feel awesome right now.
It's a lot of fun to watch, and it is so different when the bullpen piece, like it's not working out perfectly bullpen piece-wise.
Yeah.
But you're finding a way to beat that. I think having the identity where your pitching staff is really, really good is the most comforting thing as a baseball fan because we get into now we're getting into Hoffman time where I'm just like, oh, it's like we will talk about that in a little bit, obviously, where it's like, okay, like what's going to happen here? What's next? Before 2023, it was just like shut down. Everything's down. We get the 2-run lead in the 7th. We know we're winning that baseball game too.
Yeah.
And I'm still kind of close to that. Besides kind of the Jeff Hoffman last couple weeks. But again, the offense being good has made baseball fun to watch. When they lost in 2023 to the Minnesota Twins after they played 2 awful baseball games, I sat in my bed. I was like, thank God I don't have to watch that baseball team again. Yeah. It was torture to watch them play.
For sure. But it was fun because it was a playoff team.
Sure. I will never say.
We're never going to get mad about a playoff
exactly.
team. That's
but
where I'm
the
at.
style of baseball was insanely boring,
yes,
stressful to watch.
But what I will talk about, like, we usually say this team has a great bullpen, all that type of stuff. The Jeff Hoffman struggles have sucked, but you have a bullpen of guys that could slide into his role, and I'd be completely fine with it. Like the Yimi Garcias of the world. Brendan Little was awesome today. Gave you 2 innings. Yeah. Shoved. Mason Fluharty's been insane. Like, there's tons of guys in this bullpen right now where if you kind of have to figure it out with Hoffman and give him a little bit more low leverage innings, I'm okay with closing baseball games.
Yeah, so I think it was if you don't pay Jeff Hoffman and you're not using a de facto closer role, Jeff Hoffman doesn't come in the 9th inning today to face Jackson Merrill. And exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you have to take Jeff Hoffman out right now? It's going to crush like a confidence thing. I don't want to do that. I think you do it matchup based for sure, because I would have just gone Brendan Little against the 2 lefties they have up there and see if you get the next guy on.
Yeah.
And see how that matches up. But I think you go matchup based for the 9th, or it's Jimmy getting the right-handed guys for the 9th as of right now. And it's been a first batter walk that's kind of gone to Jeff Hoffman. You see it today in the 9th inning where Jeff Hoffman walks the first guy and then head just like goes to the sky. He's like, God fucking damn it, I did it again.
Yeah, the confidence was down after that first walk. And then I said, the tough thing about Hoffman is, and what will be my gauge for him being back fully, is when he's able to get the leadoff guy. When he's struggled, it's always the leadoff guy on.
I think it goes together of him just losing command.
Yes.
The first guy goes. When he attacks, like when he was doing the Baltimore series, when he came in for those 2 innings, it's attacking in the zone with 3 different pitches at least, maybe even 4. Right now, it kind of just doesn't seem like he knows where it's going. He threw the split a couple times today, and it's just high and up arm side, just not even that close. The slider he threw, I forget, but it was to Sheets. The first pitch of the second at bat. He threw a slider, but it was like up in the zone. Like if he throws that again to Gavin Sheets, he's going to hit that into the 500 level. I think it's just a command thing he's fighting right now, whether it's mechanics or it's
good.
mental.
It's good though, because 2 weeks ago when Jeff Hoffman was struggling, Yimi was struggling. And we had the back end of the bullpen like, oh my God. Like both of our big dogs are struggling. Now Yimi has just been absolutely fucking nails.
He has been nails.
He has been absolutely nails. I know a lot of the questions to the podcast is like, do you take Hoffman off the roll? Yes and no. I think the biggest thing you kind of have to do right now is, like you said, matchup based. Yeah. Like, I think Hoffman would be the first to tell you, it's like, Brendan Little's been a dog for us in the bullpen. 2 lefties are coming up. I'm going to Brendan Little here. Yep. He's a veteran. He's been through tons of stuff. I don't think he would shadow or run away or be mad about that type of stuff. But in today's situation, you have to throw him. He's the closer, and you paid him the money to be the closer, right?
Yeah, and that's Seth Roden chat is like, okay, maybe that's why you don't give a ton of money to relievers, because then you need to find the Mason Fluhartys to have that happen.
What I like about this team is they have, I mean, we didn't talk about this as well. The Yimi Garcia contract is a steal based off of value-wise. I mean, the Orioles gave Kitteridge double what Garcia got, I think, or close to it. Like, Yimi Garcia, Ross the boss, not missing a signing, just signing him right off the rip in the offseason, which is rock star shit, is aging like wine.
Yeah, we did do that with Hoffman at the start as well. Relievers, it can go up.
It can go up and down, and I think Jeff Hoffman will be fine. I think it's just a tough May, and there's been a lot of factors in it where it's like, I truly believe we're going to look back on the month of May for Hoffman and be like, I can't believe with how dominant he is now, what he did in May, because this is just so out of character for him.
I think this is like totally going to already affect his end of year stats. Like, I'd be shocked if he's an under 3 ERA guy.
I still think I don't know.
But to me, it's more like, how many runs are you going to give up every 9 innings? How many saves are you? How many holds are you having? For his role, that's the most important thing, and that's the one that's kind of gone away.
I think the most important role is, like you said, saves. I think if he puts up 30, 35 saves at the end of the year, I don't really care what his ERA is. I really don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And Brendan Little, I mean, I can't say enough good things about this guy. And that's what makes good baseball teams, Avery. We talk about it all the time. It's like you got to have these cheap options in the bullpen that are absolute dogs. And Mason Fluharty's that. Brendan Little, by the way, what's his ERA? I saw it today on the I thought I was fucking seeing shit. I believe it's a sub 1.8.
I mean, it's probably minuscule right now. His thing is he has the best pitch in baseball.
Yes.
Like run value wise,
I can't believe it.
He has his curveball is like the best pitch in baseball. A whiff rate of like 63%, something like that. That was a week ago when I looked up the numbers, so maybe it has changed. But run value wise, Brendan Little legit he has like the best pitch. The curveball was insane. You saw that to the at bat with Tatis.
Yes.
It was runner on third, 1 out, I believe, in the
1-5 year.
in the 10th.
Yeah.
I might get this all. We were kind of doing other stuff while we were watching, but 2 curveballs in the dirt, and it's like, okay, are you going to give this good hitter a fastball? And no, 2-0, hammer, 2-1. I think
him getting Nando in that situation,
and then he got him to strike out. I think I think he only threw him curveballs.
Him getting Nando in that situation was like he has arrived. Like this dude is a fucking dog.
I want to clip this. Is there a more frustrating player to watch as an opposing fan than Luis Arraez?
I think Luis Arraez, for me, is like, if you look at the Savant page, numbers aren't going to jump out at you because his average exit velo is 84. I hate facing him. He fouls off everything, and then when he does get a hit, it's a little 88-mile-an-hour squibbler or whatever it's called in the little gap, and he gets a double because he's like not the slowest player of all time. I fucking hate facing Luis Arraez. I hate him.
They were the most frustrating at-bats I
wouldn't
watched.
even want him on my team, to be honest with you, either.
Really?
I don't think I'd want Luis Arraez on my team.
Okay, positionless, but he is so annoying to watch.
Yeah.
When he is fouling balls that are out of the zone,
yeah.
It's like, why? I think he is swinging at pitches out of the zone that are ridiculous just to show, hey, I can hit anything you're throwing.
He thinks he's Vlad Sr.
But Yariel Rodriguez struck him out. That was fun to see. I'm starting to think that, like...
I hate this take from you, by the way, for the people that are about to listen to this. I hate this take.
I think you should be starting baseball games here soon.
I do not. Yariel Rodriguez is my little prince. He's like my little prince. It's like he's my little baby prince. What he is doing right now, it's like he is so good right now in his leverage role. He is getting everyone out. He's not wild right now, which is crazy. Every pitch is like on the black. He'll go through a lull like every pitcher does, but I think Yariel Rodriguez is the best in this role. He can maximize his stuff. He doesn't have to leave stuff in the tank. He just lets it all fly for an inning because that's what he knows he's going to do. And Gossman told you and I that Yariel has the best stuff on the team. The way you maximize that best stuff on the team, you throw him an inning and just empty the fucking tank.
I think we should take your little prince and we should turn him into a king, and he should be starting every 5 days.
I can't do it.
He's good enough. Like, the stuff is obviously good enough. It's like,
for sure, but it's obviously good enough as well.
We're gonna look back. It's gonna be like Michael King one day, and we're gonna say,
well, he's not gonna be traded to another team though. He's gonna be here. So I'm fine with him turning into Michael King
for us.
I'm fine for us, but
I think he's good enough. Like, Boughton battled today. After the Sheets home run, I was like, oh fuck, here we go again.
But 2 runs over 4. It's not the greatest.
Yeah, they've lost confidence in. Oh yeah. I was like, fine to let him try and do it again. The numbers over the last 5 aren't very good, or like an OPS.
He did this last year though, then he figured it out. I think,
but they sent him down, and then he came back. And
the biggest thing with Bowden which sucks right now, is he can't go through an order 3 times, which helps your Yariel Rodriguez argument. But I don't know how good Yariel Rodriguez would be going through an order 3 times. But
I think a lot of people who aren't top end starting pitchers are going to struggle through an order.
But I think Bowden's is insane. Like, guys are hitting like 370 off him 3 times through the order. So Yariel Rodriguez is a starter rock because I get to see more of him and his little fucking fist pump he does when he's there. But I love him in the pen, man. Like, he's a guy you just add back there that's automatic. He's automatic. And I
think the only setback or drawback I would have from saying that I think he should start is that Jeff Hoffman's struggling. If Jeff Hoffman wasn't struggling, I'm like, okay, we got...
Because then you could slide...
I'd say we have 4 good back-end guys.
Because you can slide Wyrod in that closer role with his stuff. I'm not saying be 100% confident in it.
No,
but like
you give Jimmy that chance before
Yeah. But
Wyrod.
then Yariel could slot in that 8 hold spot.
I think he has worked his way into a top 5 guy in that
Who would you say, trust-wise, you have right now 1 to 5 in this bullpen?
Jimmy's 1. No.
I gotta
Brennan
go.
Little's
Brennan Little 1.
Brennan Little's 1. Fluharty's 2 or 3. I'll go Jimmy 2 because he's right-handed to mix it up. Fluharty's 3. I want to put Hoffman 4. They keep they're probably not that confident in him right now. Then Yariel, and then there's Chad Green and whoever else.
Yeah,
we kind of got back there.
This is a good bullpen, and they showed a stat aside from the Jeff Hoffman appearance.
Am I missing anyone in the pen that I should be?
Schultz.
Well, it's not Schultz, Fisher.
By the way, congratulations to Fisher. First career big league win.
You got the win?
Yeah, first career big league win. Yeah, I'm right there with you. But the thing is, this bullpen in the past, I think the stat was last 10 days, has a 1.4 ERA. That's how you win baseball
we got
games.
some old school Blue Jays pitching. 2 shutouts.
And hitting, though.
Yeah, we got 2021.
Yeah.
We went all the way back.
Yeah.
2 shutouts back to back. Like,
Yeah.
that's doing it. And it was finally one where you could save the bullpen to have that many guys fresh. Because, Urania's the other guy we were missing.
Okay. Let's relax on that.
Well, they
gave up a bomb yesterday, I think.
No, they shut him out.
Oh, you're right. He didn't. He got hit hard. I think it was against the wall, maybe, or it was a double.
Yeah,
somewhere.
but if you think about that, you have Gosman go 7. He was good enough through 7 and you got in a spot where you could finally score runs that you could use Jose Urania for 2 innings. You didn't have to use anyone else. You get a rest day for your real bullpen guys.
Do you think Urania's gone once Hop? Because Swanee's doing a back-to-back. So he pitched yesterday, he's pitching today. And then he's going to go to Buffalo after that. So we're going to see Swanee here in the next 10 days, easily.
Yeah?
But no, you would send down the guy that got the win today.
Would you, though? Like, I think he's probably better than
Urania?
Like, potentially. Depending what the roles you're using. Like, if you're thinking just back-end guy.
Yeah, I think Urania would go down then.
Like, Lauer's.
No, the Low Dogs thing.
He's going to start tomorrow, right?
They said to be announced, but yes.
Okay, it should be him. And based on everything that's happening today, I think he's stretched out as long as he can go tomorrow.
Yeah.
Think about how many guys went today.
Holy fuck, I didn't even remember that. Yeah.
Like, right?
Holy shit.
Unless it's Lauer and Urania.
Well, you emptied the pen today, besides Urania.
Yeah.
So I think tomorrow you go Urania or Lauer for like 5. At least you got to get 5 or 6 out of them.
Yeah.
And then Urania. I hate to say I think tomorrow's a loss.
Just as we're working
Back
through
to
that
500.
one. Yeah, sometimes you just got to mentally map out what.
Because, you can go Yimmy back-to-back. Yimmy didn't pitch 3 days ago. Or Yimmy didn't pitch yesterday.
Correct.
Neither did Hoffman.
Correct.
Actually, no one pitched yesterday.
Little threw 1,000 pitches today.
Yeah, no, Little's down until probably Sunday, maybe.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Did we have Chad? Chad didn't pitch today.
Chad didn't pitch today. We had Chad.
Okay.
You count to go today. But yeah, some great things. I wanted to talk about Tuesday's game first. The Hound on the mound is just a dog. You know what you're going to get from him every single start. And he had he said something, I think, to Blake or was to someone else. There was a mechanical problem, and he said on Tuesday start, that's the best he's felt all year. And holy fuck, did he look like?
Yeah, it was a flying open.
Yeah, he said he was flying open when he was opening up when he was coming through.
And like pushing pitches.
Yeah. So, God, him figuring out is insane.
He's the most important, or like, he's pitched the best as the starter.
He's the Chad's innings eater. And he also...
Well, he's been more important than that.
Yeah, he's a Chad's innings eater, but he's also, like, actually nasty.
Yeah, right now he is.
So, shout out Bassitt, man. That was a start that he really needed. He really needed that start.
Team needs it.
Team needed it as well. And he just a little 0 against the Padres. By the way, Padres fans are down bad right now.
Yeah,
Holy
they
shit,
are.
dude. 6 straight losses, swept back-to-back times. I don't really know. There's still a shit ton of games above 500, I believe. But holy fuck, they looked like shit. But going into that game on Tuesday, there's some guys that I did want to shout out.
Yeah, just trying to
Hoffman gets a clean slate. No, didn't get the guy on. That Vladdy. Oh, they won that because of Vladdy and Santander.
Yes, they
Vladdy
did.
home run. That ball was absolutely annihilated. By the way, Sportsnet camera was looking at the fucking club social, and the ball was like it was in the bullpen.
Because that was C-Stay, right?
Yeah, it was
that
C-Stay.
was you and your
My computer fuck up.
computer shenanigans.
Yeah, not great.
Vladdy, the ball was the highest hit fly ball of all time, or home run, it seemed like.
But the camera was pound up, like it looked like it was like the
Panned
Jose
is the word.
panned up. It looked like it was the Jose Canseco home run in the 500 level, and then the camera just kept slowly going.
And it just
down,
barely went
and
over.
it just like, oh, that's in the bullpen.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? But another guy that needed it, a guy that's been catching tons of flack from this fan base so far, the Tony Taters home run.
Oh my
How
God.
the flying fuck did that ball leave the stadium?
It was
looked like it was a get off me ball type of swing, and it just 110 just laser.
I
into
know.
the
I was
bullpen.
thinking, when you hit stingers with your driver,
Yeah.
it's kind of what it looked like.
like
It
raised.
never got over the fence till it left the yard.
I thought it was a single. And someone tweeted at me like, "Did Johnny think that was a single?" Yeah, I thought that was a fucking single. And it just like kept raising, and I was like, "Oh my God!" He just launched, and that's That's the first time this year Taters and Vladdy have homered in the same game.
Is that like, did we fact check that?
No, I just made that up. I have no idea.
Someone said it, and we've been taking it.
I have no fucking idea.
It sounded right, so
Yeah.
we've just gone.
I have no idea, to be honest with you. But
I'm worried about Anthony Santander, truly, because he started figuring it out again,
and he got hurt again.
and it's like a hip problem. I don't think
You kind of need those to swing a baseball bat.
you kind of need that to do everything
Yeah.
on the baseball field. I think we're going to lose him to the IL.
Do you think so?
They were talking about are they going to need to send guys down to Florida like taxi squad to see it, and Josh Snyder was saying no, I don't want that to happen, but
We can't have anything nice. But
no.
was Jimenez the problem?
Oh my
This
god,
team's kind of nasty without him.
it is. If you go around the diamond, like
You can't. Okay, the Ernie Clement thing, like Ernie and Jimenez might have to just platoon second
based
base. Unfortunately, like that's what's gonna make sense. Addison Barger's my third baseman. Shout out to the haters who continue to tell me I was wrong about it. Yes, you are correct. Addison Barger's my third baseman right now. He is nasty at third, throws absolute líneas across the diamond, and rakes. So Addison Barger, congratulations on your third base role. But this team has some depth, man. Like Tyler Heineman's been awesome. Jonathan Clase, I'm not gonna say he's like light in the world on
no,
fire.
Jonathan Clase, like when you bring those guys up who like they're not in the like total future plans of this team. I don't believe so.
Yeah.
You need like a 1 or 2, 3 legacy games from them where you can take that value and that helps you win in the long run. Perfect. Like today's the perfect example. Put together one good game when you get the opportunity, 2 good games, 3 good games, and it helps this team doing it that way. He's not a guy who's going to get 600 at bats, obviously. No. So when you can get your couple opportunities and you put them all together like he did today, it was fucking fantastic.
Like I can't believe it. Going into the season, I would have never been able to tell you like Nathan Lucas and Addison Barger have been massive, essentially carrying the Toronto Blue Jays offense. Like, isn't that crazy? It's crazy how the game of baseball
feels
works.
Like every single time they come up in a big spot, they've been able to like get it done.
The Buffalo boys just do it different. Sacramento stud, shout out Mr. Baby. It's unbelievable stuff. And that game on Monday was an awesome win because the bullpen gives you consecutive zeros. Bassitt gives you zeros.
Yeah.
And let's go into the big dog game, Wednesday game.
So yesterday we did an event, or we had like a thing with the Jays.
Yes.
Where we went behind the scenes. God, I wish it was like different. The tour that we went on.
The thing is, I'm not knocking the tour. Thank you, the Jays, for inviting us on it. I think it's cool. I will say this: if you have not been into the premium lounge, if you've never been on the field for batting practice, if you are like an out of towner or someone that like doesn't frequently go to Blue Jays games or do go to frequently Blue Jays games, it's a cool opportunity to see things that you have never seen before or might never see, like the Rogers Suite. A video will be coming out about that as well. Maybe we'll put the link in the bio if you want to book the tour of this podcast. But it was. I mean, you were at the stadium for so long. The thing is that sucks is not sucks, but we've been lucky enough to get the opportunity to see all the things that were showed on the tour that we got.
Yes.
But I'm sure for the people that aren't familiar with the Blue Jays or massive fans or go to all tons of games, it was a cool experience to kind of be on the field for BP, see the premium lounge, see all the lounge areas, everything like that. So
yeah, it was like a game day experience tour, which is different. I want the non-game day experience. I want to go see the clubhouse.
Yes.
I want to see the weight room.
That would be
I want
cool.
to see all
because everyone talks about it. We talked about it with Musgrove on Wednesday. He said I heard the facilities here are absolutely insane. Yeah. So it's like the talk of the town, especially around Major League Baseball.
And it did. The tour started at 3. Tour ended at 5 when the gates opened, and we weren't allowed to leave.
Yeah, which sucks.
That was by far.
Yeah, because I had Popkins and Lou's like gate 14 stuff in my car.
Yeah.
And I was gonna bring it to them, and they're like, "Do you have our stuff?" I was like, "I don't have it." Like, I wasn't allowed to come back in. But yeah, cool tour. We'll leave the thing in the. If you want to be on the field for BP, kind of see what that's like and see the behind the scenes stuff, I highly recommend you do go on that tour.
Yeah, because if you get on the tour, you get to watch the Jays BP, which is not something
you get to see
that you get,
and from the outfield as well. You get to watch from the outfield, so it's really cool. But yeah, it's going to Tuesday's game, an absolute
shit kicking,
or Wednesday's game, an absolute shit kicking, and we always thought, oh my God, I wish this team didn't care about defense. After watching that game, I could not be more grateful this team has back-to-back team gold gloves because Manny Machado, of all people, was kicking and fucking the ball everywhere. Cronenworth looked like shit.
Iglesias came in the game and went to flip it to him.
they single-handedly they went Cheddar Bob mode and shot themselves in the foot on that game, and the Jays took advantage of it, which is something they rarely do, like besides the past couple of weeks. But
I think my favorite part of the game isn't going to get talked about as much because you'll see the final score, but we got like a vintage Kevin Gausman performance yesterday. How hard do you think it is? This is totally off topic. When Mason Fluharty came into the game today to face Jackson Merrill,
oh my God,
all I could think about is how hard must it be as a hitter to go in interleague play to hit off a middle reliever they've never heard of before in their lives.
You could watch all the film in the world. Like, you could watch Mason Fluharty film all night. Nothing prepares you for that arm slot when you're a lefty in the box and it's coming from behind you and it just swirls in.
The first sweeper.
Him and Brennan Little. The first sweepers you get from those guys, it's like, I have no fucking chance against this shit. Like, yes. And we saw it today. I mean, Robert Suarez is fucking insane. I have no idea how they won that game today, but yeah, that game was awesome. I mean, let's
go box score hunting.
Box score hunting here.
0-0 game till the bottom of the fifth, by the way.
Like, and we talked about this, Avery.
Randy Vasquez cut them up too. That was bullshit.
He did cut them up. But bottom of the order, Santander and Clase combined 2 for 4. Barger 2 for 5. Ernie 1 for 4. Nathan Lucas 3 for 4.
Yeah, some of those are against Tyler Wade, I think. But
yes, they are.
The
Barger
Lucas
patted a little bit.
Yeah, he had the double. I think Ernie's single was against Tyler Wade.
Yes,
too.
it was.
No, that's just funny to say when you just look at it.
Yeah,
but don't
Alex
watch it.
Earl's ex-Flame.
Yep, but he's
he fucked up
the brand deals. But I mean,
yeah,
what's MLB minimum? $700,000.
Braxton Berrios making a little more than that though. But
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that game was sick, and Dalton Varsho grand slam center field.
He's gonna get on base at a 220 clip, and he's gonna slug 800.
His stat line, I can't even fathom. It's like no, it's actually not like Joey Gallo, because Joey Gallo walks, right?
I believe Joey Gallo
like,
walked, yeah.
Dalton Varsho, I look at the scoreboard yesterday. The dude was hitting like 240 with like a 260 on base and like a 600 slug. I couldn't believe what the fuck I was looking at. And do I think he's going to keep this up? Obviously, I don't think he's going to keep up the same slug as goddamn Aaron Judge, essentially. But somewhere in the middle of what we've seen from him, like the first 2 years we had him, and now is going to win this team a fuck ton of baseball games. That's just what it is.
Maybe he had
and Arash deleted the tweet.
Maybe more people deleted their tweets, too.
Well, we can talk about it. Scott Wheeler, hockey guy. Hockey guys should just stop talking ball, honestly. Like,
they're so different.
But the problem is those tweets did insane numbers back in the day.
Really good numbers.
Like, I'm sure Scott Wheeler fired that tweet off. Coward, by the way, for fucking deleting the tweet. Fired that tweet off and was just like, yeah, I fucking did that shit. And then everyone's just bodied him on social media and the reply. Like, even the replies were agreeing with them. Like you guys are so...
Well, everyone at that time, because that was the playoff push, right?
Yeah, but if I've learned anything doing this podcast is judging a trade off of barely even one season is crazy when you have Varsho for like 5 years, right? It's like just so dumb. And now the trade's looking like it's a Ross Atkins masterclass. Hopefully it looks like a Ross Atkins masterclass once they extend Varsho. But I can't say enough things. I mean, he is easily, because George Springer's kind of fallen off a cliff, I think Dalton Varsho right now is the team MVP, and that is crazy saying 3 weeks. He's only played for 3 weeks.
The games he's gotten into, he's impacted in a significant
like today,
way.
Avery, he comes in, he comes to the plate, he's facing a really good reliever, Estrada, triple down the line.
Yeah.
And they tie the game, and then he obviously walk it off because of the Sacramento stud. It's like Dalton Varsho, his swing speed is insane. I'm not going to talk about bat speed, whatever, but it's a good stat to bring up with him, from him.
Yeah.
He's hitting the ball hard, and he's saying no to walks. It's unethical, and I love it. I'm a Dalton Varsho slut.
Yep. I mean, the Grand Slam was good. I tweeted this out yesterday. The Oppo home runs from Dalton Varsho. He had 1,686 plate appearances through 2022 through 2024.
Yeah.
And he hit 2 opposite field home runs. And at that point, in 60 plate appearances this season, he's hit 2 of them. Maybe his shoulder was fucked up for way longer than he knew. But I need
that. So whatever shoulder surgery he had, I fucking need it.
Yes.
I need it ASAP.
I'll try it too, honestly.
Someone get us in contact with Varsho. I need this motherfucker's shoulder surgery ASAP. And it's awesome because he's so good defensively too. Like there's some balls I see like hit on against other teams when I'm watching other games. I'm pretty sure Varsh is camped under that pretty fucking easily.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
I like when he does the ball in the gap when he does the 2-knee slide. It's kind of a fake, like a half TV-ish dive, but still pretty good. He's an awesome player to watch, man. And he's still doing the thing where his outs are a strikeout, which is fine, or like the weak ground ball to first. But we're getting away from the infield fly ball. That was the worst thing to ever see from him, and he's driving baseballs all over the yard. And it's nice to see like a guy with real speed too, like can actually make good base running decisions. It's nice to see when the base running decisions have looked like
they've got one yesterday. Holy shit!
Yeah, they've gone kind of crazy. For a little bit. That's all right. Like you do see the difference between like elite base running and guys who aren't elite.
It is wild. Like I don't think, and I can't fact check this obviously, but when was the last time the Toronto Blue Jays faced 2 position players in like a 10-day period? I
didn't even remember facing one last year. Definitely happened.
I don't think,
but I don't remember.
I don't think it fucking did last year. I truly do not think the Jays faced a position player last year. And someone is going to fact check us on that. But Avery, I'm telling you right now, I do not think they did. I don't think they did. I could be wrong.
I can't come up with the name.
Last year was an entire blur to me, by the way. Like
I think we should do it. Like I wish a position player pitched for the Jays yesterday. I think
but the thing is, you give your rainy innings, right?
For sure, yes. But I think it's more of a slap in the face to use the position player when you're winning the game by that much. Like, hey, you guys have no chance of winning. We're gonna throw a guy who's gonna throw 58.
Who would be your option? Because
it's an Ernie get on the mound.
But then who would play in the infield?
Oh, they'd figure it out.
Yeah,
Miles Straw can play.
Miles
Straw was taking ground
balls
at shortstop.
Miles Straw rocks. Just a great bench bat. But yeah, yesterday's game was a dream. I never wanted it to end.
I felt bad at one point.
I felt bad for Padres fans because they have to deal with Dodgers fans, and 2, they are like my second favorite team, kind of in terms of because I love Musgrove and I love rooting for I love how they sell out. Their fans are so passionate, but that was I felt terrible because first of all that was their 5th game in a row they were going to lose.
Yes.
And it wasn't just like they lost; they got fucking shit pumped.
They really did.
If that happened to the Jays, if that stretch that happened to the Padres happened to the Jays, I truly do not know how I'd react. I think I honestly would. This podcast would be miserable.
It would be the worst ever.
But the thing is, though, you can kind of gape that, but you can kind of get over that quick because when you look at their record and the Padres are struggling.
Yeah, what are they at right now? I'm going to take a look.
I don't think their record's really that good anymore, but because they lost 6 in a row. The Mariners, Blue Jays took them to Pound Town.
27-21 still.
Yeah, see, it's how can you really be
6 in a row in your 20s?
7-21, and the Jays are. I think the Jays are what would that? So they lost 2 or 3 to the Tigers in the weekend.
Yep.
Swept, so they're 4-2, and then what do they do the series before the Tigers series? Oh, won 2 or 3.
No, lost 2 or 3 to the Rays.
That's fine. We get the look back this week.
Padres, Tigers, Rays. We lost 2 of 3, both series, and then swept.
So the Jays have swept. The last 2 series they've won have been swept.
Correct.
And they've lost 2 or 3. Okay.
They're either going to lose 2 or 3 or they're going to sweep.
Which I love about this ball club. Let's just get momentum, then lose the next series 2 or 3. Fuck it. Let's have it. Let's have at it. But yeah, Jonathan Clase was sick today. Addison Barger, can't say many more good things about that guy. That guy is an absolute dog.
Yeah, just great zone control now.
Right now, he is taking pitches that I don't think he was taking before.
He was not.
He's really not.
Again, and he faced some good lefties.
Let's talk about the big dog, our backup catcher, best backup catcher in ball, Tyler Heineman.
Why are people running on him? So
why are people running on the Jays? Period, Avery.
It's great.
The one today was weird because Jason Hayward was up. Right, and the tie game, and you run, or no, they were down, and you run on Tyler Heineman. If he gets thrown out at second, Jason Hayward has to lead off an inning.
The next inning. As soon as it happened, I said to you, that was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. That was really dumb. Like, what? You want to turn that over as quick as possible to get to your next guys.
It was weird.
Didn't matter,
Dave.
though.
It was weird. I was like, why are you running on Heineman? Heineman's a dog.
I think it was the 9th.
I thought it was the 8th.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, it was the 8th or earlier because it was the 8th or earlier, I believe. I don't remember what it was, but either way, great series, man. I think I feel better about this series. I think I felt better after this series than I did after the Mariners one. Is that a hot take?
I think you're lying to yourself.
No, I really don't. Because
about the team or personally?
Personally. You won 14-0 one of the games.
Okay,
and you had two straight shutouts.
You beat the Mariners, and the Mariners fans. You hate the Mariners.
That's
fans.
fair. Maybe I'm just I'm a victim of the moment. Of the moment. But we didn't even talk about this. Buck Martinez's phone. We were blasting it today in the office, the game, and I just hear this iPhone ringer go off. I'm like, is that anyone's in the office? And no one's like, no. It's like, did his fucking phone go off again? Listen, I love Buck Martinez. How the fuck does that happen? We have a counter in our comments. I forgot the Twitter name, but this has happened 6 times this year. Buck Martinez's phone. This is gonna be a great clip for TikTok. Buck Martinez's phone has rang 6 different broadcasts. You think one of the higher ups at Sports would be like, "Hey, Buck, see that little button right there on the left side? Let's just switch that shit down, and like so it doesn't happen again." And by the way, who the fuck is calling him during games? Like, that is his job. Like, if it's anyone that's like has his number, it's probably a quote unquote close personal friend or a family member. Why the fuck are you calling him?
I think they're calling him, "Hey, Buck, I see you on TV."
Yeah, I saw you on TV, Grandpa. It's like maybe it's.
How do they let it happen?
I think you just keep letting it happen now, though.
It's
a great
so
shtick.
fun. It happened during the Tigers game, and I looked around. I was like, "Is that your phone?"
It's a great shtick.
I never have my ringer on.
Never, ever.
Can we introduce Buck Martinez to the buzz feature?
Or do not disturb?
Yeah. Do you think maybe like...
No chance he knows what either of those are. But
Buck Martinez's phone needs to be...
And that's my phone going off here. And the funniest...
They never talk about it,
The funniest thing about his phone going off, though, today was his phone goes off and something is happening on the field. It's just dead silent. Dan and Buck just probably looked at each other like, oh, fuck, it happened again. I think you kind of just have to run with it now. Like, that's just his shtick. It's like, that's... The Yankees have the Yankees win guy, or the fuck his name is, John Sterling, or the fuck his name is, Michael K. We got Buck Martinez's phone going off. That's what we have. I do not know who is calling him at that ungodly hour when they know he is. They can call him for like 20 hours a day, and they just had to call him when he is literally working for the 4 hours a day he works. I can't believe it.
It's got to be the first thing the producers say to him, too, is Buck.
And he probably goes, "Yeah, I got it, guys. I got it. The ringer's off this time, guys."
I don't want it to stop now. I think it's very
They're
fun.
obligated to keep it going because they're rolling.
And I think on socials they're going to get good clicks because people are tweeting about Buck Martinez's phone.
I think if Sportsnet has a brain, besides the fact that we're blacklisted from the radio shows, I think if they have a brain, they clip that and put it on socials like, Buck's phone went off again.
Buck's at it again.
Like, you got to have fun with it if you have a brain. That's how you get clicks. And it's like, Buck's at it again. And I think if I'm them, I'm telling Buck, do not fucking turn your ringer off, ever. I want to see how many times this could happen because this is a funny shtick now on the internet.
We need someone.
I might get his number.
I was about to say, like, we shouldn't encourage finding his number. If someone has his number, I think it'd be funny to call in.
It's just an awesome shtick, and that's why he's our sweet prince. He's our guy, Buck Martinez, just an absolute legend. By the way, if you haven't already done it, pre-order for Keegan Matheson's book is available on Amazon. You can pre-order it. Some Indigos already have it. No free ads, but Keegan's one of our guys, one of the best guys you met through this podcast. So we're going to give him the free ad. It's a great book.
You've read it?
I have not read it. I have upgraded to actually wanting to read it.
Okay. It's because of your Navy SEAL book.
Well, yeah. But I've heard nothing but good things about the book. And you can, I don't understand how that works, by the way. How could you pre-order it on Amazon and not buy it, but you go to Indigo and it's there? How does that make sense?
2 different companies.
But the book hasn't been released technically yet.
But it's been made.
Okay. I'd love someone to fucking explain that to
me.
I
think they're doing bad things, maybe. And maybe there's an early release date at the other one. Yeah,
I will not
I
buy
think
it till the
someone
release
fucked
date.
up.
I will not buy it to the release date. I respect for him. I don't want him to get in trouble.
Yes,
I will-
because maybe they're botching the numbers on it. You know.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin the numbers for Keegs. But yeah, let's go to the series preview here. Big series. We're playing at a minor league field, believe it or not. We're playing at the boss's house, actually.
Steinbrenner, yeah.
The Jays have had tons of success there in terms of spring training games. Tomorrow might be an auto-L. It's a Friday beer stream. Hopefully, if my Wi-Fi holds together at the house. But Drew Rasmussen versus, I'm assuming, Eric Lauer, right?
I think it's Eric Lauer.
Saturday, Jose Barrios versus Shane Boz. Shane Boz has been kind of bad this year, eh? For a 5-3. I think Nene Takes called him baseball savant man or whatever.
That's very funny.
And then on Sunday, oh my God, I just saw this. Chris Bassitt ERA is 2.83.
Yeah, it's been that good.
Holy shit. Chris Bassitt versus Pepio. By the way, Saturday game at 7? What happened to the game I love?
I actually really, really like that.
Really?
I wish Toronto did that. I hate the Saturday 3 o'clock.
Can't really go out. I mean, you can go out.
Well, you can. Like, you go to the game, then you go.
But you have like a 2-3 hour buffer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not great.
I really liked it in Seattle, the 7 o'clock Saturday
holy
game.
fuck, that rocked. I'm going to go. I'm going to say, like what I said before this series, because they swept. Just like I said for the Mariners series, Jays lose 2 of 3.
Okay.
By the way, how awesome is it now if the Jays lose 2 of 3, they're still 500?
That'd be really good. So I think
Feels great.
I think that's what they'll do.
I think they're going to keep teetering around 500.
They're addicted to it.
But who do they have after the Rays? Rangers.
Rangers, and then the A's after that.
Okay. Yeah. So I say Jays lose 2 of 3.
All right.
Listener questions for the
listener
people.
questions. We were excited to talk about our baseball team.
How could you not be?
Yeah.
How could you not be right now?
Let's
folks?
get into it. I know people were going to ask a bunch of questions, and we will do that. Okay. Our first question. Oh, goddamn internet.
Avery's having trouble loading.
Aside from Vlad, who's most likely to make the All-Star game?
I think Cal's going to be the AL catcher because I was going to say Kirk.
Okay, I think like Jimmy Garcia as an in.
Jimmy Garcia, yeah.
Could be that.
Yeah. Jimmy Garcia probably. That's about it.
Or like if Varsho continues on this torrid pace.
Yeah.
Where his numbers don't go down because he hadn't played that much at the start.
Yeah, Varsho maybe Varsho or Jimmy.
I think Jimmy's like because his numbers are kind of inflated. Maybe we're talking about Brennan Little being
Holy fuck, that would be sick.
But that's like it feels the exact same as when Joe Mantiply made it the All-Star game a couple years ago too. Like just a good lefty reliever. You put it in there.
Fair.
Is Tatis an option at the deadline now that the Padres have officially been eliminated from playoff contention?
Nando had a shit series, man. Holy fuck. I think he got 2 hits.
Yeah, Jackson Merrill didn't really figure it out till today.
Neither did Manny. That entire offense sucked for that team besides Gavin Derry Bonds, where the fuck they call him.
And Arraez was doing
Arraez
it
was
big
fine
too.
yeah.
I think the Twitter GMs were right when they said Varsho would save the offense. They're doing the home run thing.
We said that as well, though.
Yeah, we were hope. I said I didn't think that was going to happen.
No, but he did. He saved it.
But he really did.
Yep.
Is it safe to say Varsho is the best player on the team now?
Yes.
It is safe to say that.
It's very safe to say that.
Let's say it's Sunday afternoon. Jays lead 5-3 going into the 9th. Are you going with Hoffman still?
Probably Garcia right now.
This is a ricochet to JD Bunkus, unfortunately. Dom said, Arash deleted his tweet. Will JD Bunkus delete this one?
Which one? What does it say?
He said this sarcastically after a bad outing last year.
4 more years of Yariel Rodriguez.
Yeah, funny one. He said it sarcastically.
Hockey guys. I love JD, but hockey guys.
Does Clase get more playing time and Straw become more 26th man? Seems way more comfortable at the plate today and offers more when it comes to stealing bases.
Defensively, Clase is not there.
Defensively, Clase is not there. Have you figured it out at the plate?
Yeah, sure. We have too many good players. I mentioned that. Who do you send down?
What possible starting pitchers could the Jays trade for? Also, everyone wants to talk about the closer role, so I won't answer everyone else's question. I have no idea what starting pitchers you trade for. Let's like think of some of the bad teams who are going to be there.
You got to think though,
the White Sox.
Are they going to trade for a starting pitcher? Like,
are the Orioles going to? Would you? Because I like to say this about Ryu coming back a couple years ago. Is Alek Manoah the pitcher they?
I think
acquire?
we're getting our own little not to say it sound cliche, but we're getting our own little free agent pickup with Manoah coming back or trade guy. I don't know. I think, and you also got Turnbull coming through. By the way, he got fucking his dick shoved in, and then eating 5 runs against 18-year-olds. But I digress, as the kids say.
I mean, it's the hardest place to play. It's not the complex league, but
Oh yeah, nothing will ever be the complex league.
that is the hardest
Remember
league.
Manoah gave up 20 runs or whatever the fuck it was.
Was that the worst possible time to be a fan?
Yeah, because I think it was, but it wasn't because the team was like 20 games above 500 when he did that.
Yeah, but it was still the ricochet shots you got on Twitter because Alek Manoah was pitching bad in the complex league were all time.
It was great. It was a fun experience. I think that's why Manoah probably hates us.
You think he hates us because of that?
I think he does. Like, his agency reached out to us, like, do you guys want a couple guys from our agency on the pod? And I saw Manoah was on it. I was like, who are you thinking? And he gave us just all minor leaguers. I was like, fucking, he knows Manoah fucking hates our guts. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't. Well, Manoah was wearing Gate 14 stuff a couple years ago. I don't know.
I don't think we said anything that bad.
I don't think I've
Maybe
ever.
you did.
I probably did. I probably said he was catch it at one point.
Yeah.
But you live and you learn.
That's it. Has Nathan Lucas solidified a starting spot on this team?
Yes.
If not, who would replace him?
Yes. Nathan Lucas is my left fielder.
Nathan Lucas has just been good. He's playing ball, man. If you were out of pitchers and you had to trust any position player to pitch, who would you pick? I think it's
Barger.
Yeah, I think absolutely that's
Linus.
Okay, this is a funny one. Do you think we should try out Heineman at first base so we can get him in the lineup some more? I do think Heineman would be the most obvious, like, overmatched guy if you had to play him every day.
Yeah. I think he's
just doing magic right now.
Well, he's El Whito Mago, the white magician.
El Gringo
Mago. That's what Tyler Hyman is right now. I think he is working perfect for his role. That's what he's been his entire career, is being able to come off the bench and not play every day, and he's obviously good at that right now. So, no, I do not think he should play first base.
No, I don't think he should play first base. No. Do you think the Blue... Oh, this is a conspiracy theory. This is a good one.
Love to hear it.
Do you think Major League Baseball gave the Jays a very tough first half schedule because they wanted to see a Vladdy trade?
That is a very tinfoil.
He's saying it's a stretch. I wasn't going to put that in there.
I love that.
To kind of
Toolsy. Shout out Toolsy. I have no idea.
Toolsy, and his profile picture is Rafael Devers in a Jays uniform. And
shout out Toolsy.
And his... Is that Aaron Sanchez in the back? No, that's
Chadwick Green.
And his what do you call this? Description was Paul DeYoung sold me drugs. What an all-time.
Shout out Toolsy.
Does Luis Robert have a place on this team?
Fuck no.
Nope,
Even Luis Roberts said
bro.
Even Luis Roberts said he was cat shit this year. He's like, I don't think any team wants me.
The funniest.
I mean, yeah, you think, pal, you're hitting 180. No one wants you right now.
This is a hot take from Kendall. Life is generally better when the Blue Jays can win ball games.
Yep, I agree, Kendall.
A great one.
I agree.
When Jimenez returns, what do you do with Clement and Barger? I mean, Barger's playing every day
at third, and I think Clement platoons with them. We talked about this, yeah.
Yeah,
Clement,
I think that's...
Because Jimenez, take your time, buddy.
Calm.
Take your time. Take your time, Jimenez. We're good.
How many good outfielders is it possible to have? It feels illegal for us to have this many.
We have so many outfielders. And then you got Alan Roden in AAA ripping me cover off the ball.
The most obvious thing ever, Alan Roden just being great in AAA.
Yeah, and then comes back up here and he can't hit inside pitches again. I'm not writing him off, obviously.
Well, you should. No, we definitely shouldn't do that. But over under 10.5 Varsho tweets from the past year being deleted.
Some people have spines, unlike Scott Wheeler and Arash. So no, I would say under.
What's the biggest surprise of the season so far?
The Sacramento stud, man.
Yeah,
I think the Sacramento stud being an everyday guy, for me at least.
I think Barger taking the leap is the biggest.
We talked about that. We needed that from a Buffalo boy, and my God, is he taking the leap?
Yeah. What do you do with Alan Roden if Nathan Lucas and Barger keep performing the way they are?
You keep
nothing.
Alan Roden, you stay in AAA, buddy.
He wins AAA.
Player of the Year, MVP back-to-back.
Yes. Extend Varsho yesterday. The Sacramento stud is an everyday player. Bats are alive. Okay, this is just...
Just love it. I love that type out. Let's fucking go, guys.
Is this the start of the World Series DVD?
Yep. The World Series DVD started when they swept the Mariners.
No, it started when we walked into the boss's office.
Yep. Actually, that's true. I wonder what their record is since we did that. Probably pretty good.
It's probably like just 500.
Yeah, it's definitely 500, actually.
No, it's less because they were above 500 when we went into that game. Or no, Were they 500 that day?
No, they weren't.
Okay.
No.
It's probably basically
Yeah,
500.
it's probably 500.
Where does Jimenez slot into the lineup when he comes back? Like
Probably
the bottom.
Yeah, I think he'd probably be in the 9
I
hole.
really liked when Nathan Lucas was in the 9 hole.
Me too. Kind of a little second lead. I think he goes 8 hole, Nathan Lucas 9 hole again.
Yeah. Okay, from Mr. Baby. Was missing on Gavin Sheets this offseason the biggest whiff of the Shatkins regime.
Mr. Baby, we got Heineman, buddy. Better defender.
YJ's was all over Gavin Sheets.
He's right.
And he was right.
He was also right about the Sacramento stud.
I
really don't know.
But those are like peripheral numbers you can look at, too.
Yeah.
And that's
the White Sox letting go of Gavin Sheets and him turning into legit Barry Bonds is objectively the funniest thing of all time.
Is Raimel Tapia willing this team to victory? I wish
he was here.
How fast do you hang up the phone when the Padres come calling for Lucas and are only offering Tatis?
I hang it up right before he says Tatis's name. Hang it up. We want Lucas. Bang. Hang up.
Lucas All-Star Game nomination?
Honestly, I think if you are still listening to this podcast right now for listener questions, I think we have to rally the troops and try to get Nathan Lucas in the All-Star Game. Like, I'm talking everyone in the country votes for him. Like, I'm talking every single, you tell your friends, everyone votes Nathan Lucas.
Do we have something with Jonathan Clase?
I think to be a successful baseball team, I think you need players like Jonathan Clase to be good off the bench, and that's what he's been so far. He had that great game in Seattle that we talked about. Great game today. I do think Jonathan Clase is a great bench piece. And this team has tons of depth, man. Like, look at it today. You pinch hit Springer and you pinch hit Kirk because the bottom of the order was doing well anyways. You didn't really need to pinch hit those guys because they did nothing. But, like, this team has tons of options off the bench, which is very rare for this ball club, and it's awesome to see.
When you have the bench guys, you need like the couple of hot games, like I said earlier, are the most important.
Yeah,
because Straw had a couple of hot games, Clase has a couple of hot games. Then you just like mix and match to try and put it all together.
And that's what they've been doing, which is awesome.
Yes. Everyone wants to know about the batting order. I think we kind of know what that would be.
It's kind of just going to stay the same.
If Santander hits the IL, should Davis or Rodon be the replacement?
Probably Rodon.
Probably.
Davis is kind of still struggling a little bit.
Is he? I thought he was.
He's hitting like 240 in May, I think. Okay. Nothing crazy.
All right.
Yeah.
What do we think the Blue Jays' final record will be?
I think somewhere in the 85, 88
162?
100, yeah. 162-0. They say they take away their losses. I think the Jays' record will be 85 to 88 wins playing the last week, like Ben Nicholson-Smith said, for a playoff spot, and which will rock. Like, I think that's what it is. And I think they are better than the Royals. I think they're better than these teams that have good records right now that have had easy schedules.
If we had to face them, I trust us against
the Royals. Yeah, for sure. I think I think the Jays are. Where would you put them in terms of best teams in the AL? I think it goes Yankees, clear cut one, Guardian. Like
I'll go through the standings of the AL right now.
Yankees, Guardians. I think
Tigers.
No,
Tigers. Tigers are the best.
Yankees, Tigers, Twins, Guardians, Red Sox, Blue Jays can interchange.
Yeah, so we're 1.5 out of a wild card, and the teams above are the Astros, Guardians, Royals, Twins. Like I mean, this got swept by the Astros.
Yeah.
Lost 2 of 3 to the Guards.
I don't know. I think they 85 to 88 wins this season is where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, there's a whole stretch of teams that are kind of in the Blue Jays area, like the Red Sox, the Rangers, Angels, even the Rays.
Do we miss DeGrom? DeGrom pitched yesterday.
Then we probably get him first game.
Oh my fucking God! Hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby.
So then they play today. That's 1. Then they play 3 games. He should be the next.
Let's see.
There. Yeah, he'd be there. He'd start
Monday.
Monday.
I'll probably get him on. Oh my fucking.
Monday, 4:00 game. By the way. On
yeah,
Monday.
That's bullshit. What other questions have we got?
Where everyone loves Nathan Lucas. When will the kid from Sacramento be inducted into Cooperstown? Whenever he wants. Where will the Nathan Lucas statue go? Beside Jose Bautista, list the top 3 position players on the team in terms of their impact on winning, using only what they've done this season. Kirk.
Varsho. Bassitt.
Position players, you said.
Oh, Kirk, Varsho.
I mean, Vlad.
Vlad still has a 150 weighted runs created plus. People still hate him. It's crazy. But whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like...
Every team hates their star player usually, yeah.
How many apologies have we had to dish out to players this year already?
I think just about Barger and Lucas, right?
If you could talk to Buck Martinez on the telephone during a broadcast, what would you ask him?
I think I want to know if Buck eats during the broadcast.
Okay.
I'd love to know that.
I'm sure they do. What about, because they have commercials, right? It's not like Scott
But
Hansen
they have like a
on.
minute, though. Barely have a minute to eat.
It's not like Scott Hansen on. I keep thinking To Catch a Predator, but that's the other guy.
You're thinking of Chris Hansen.
Yeah.
To Catch a Predator. Scott Hansen's the
Red Zone.
Yeah, Red Zone.
There we go. That's what I'm getting. Did we just fraud check the NL?
Yep.
Yariel saved the season. Great question. What would the Jays' record be if they were in the NL or AL West?
40-10.
Bases loaded, 2 out. Who would you rather have up to the plate? Nathan Lucas or Addison Barger?
I think Barsho kind of nails.
I think that's all we got.
That's all we got?
Yeah, we've got some other ones here, but I'm going to skip over those. Thank you, everyone, for...
Thank you guys for... We gave you guys a little bit of a longer pod for the Thursday. We had a little bit of complainers, but the vibes are at an all-time goddamn high
so
right now.
good.
Vibes are at an all-time high. Just wanted to say thank you guys for the messages. Thank you guys for the support, man. Gate 14 has just been absolutely buzzing right now, and it couldn't be possible without you guys. So we will talk to you guys. Well, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow for the live stream. And then Sunday, podcast, hopefully after the J Series win. But if they lose 2 or 3, we're still 500. All right? We're still 500. Love you guys. Gate 14 forever. Let's have a weekend.